Alright everybody, we are continuing on with Christmas light installs for 2025 utilizing the man lift. Now, what I want to show you here are some houses we've done. As you saw in the last video, we did a tire shop, but what I want to show you guys here is a little bit of my thought process that goes into doing two-story homes here with steep peaks. In some situations I'm able to use the lift, in other situations I'm not. All of that I'm going to walk you through here in the video, and I'm also going to show you some nice little groundwork we did as well for some of these houses here. One of which we got some red and green on top, a little warm white along the walkway, as well as a red wrap tree. All of that coming up in today's video. Check it out. Alright, so I'm here at one of my stops here that I'm doing for Christmas lights, and all I'm doing right now is I'm evaluating where the lift is going to be parked. So first spot's going to be up here at the top of the hill. That's going to allow me to maneuver over, do lights up here, do some further up there, which I could probably walk on the roof for because it's not that steep of a pitch. That'll allow me to do that. This can be done from the roof. And then they're getting a new roof installed across the street. The second position will be right here. And then the third one will be right here. And then the fourth position will be here in the driveway. I got two boards, which I will need for the lawn here. By the way, how's the lawn look? You guys know this. This is one of my Gold Star clients, by the way. These are the little things you gotta do. It's not always operations. There's a lot of back-end things that can lead to delays. Like, for example, this job here, all because of a minor mishap I had with the charger this morning. I could have started now, but I have to wait until 11:30 when the thing is done charging to get back over here with it. So yeah, I do intend to talk about that later, but yeah, there we go. Did an evaluation. We're good to go. We're definitely moving along. I'm getting as much footage as I can, but at the same time I'm primarily prioritizing safety, and that's what you have to do with these things. So right now I'm on a pitch where I can walk, and it's really nice having this in place of a ladder. But all this, because of the pitch, it doesn't look like it on video, but it's definitely steeper than it is. Sure, I could have walked up there, but the lift was able to reach it, so I just did it with the lift. So got the power bank down there, runs this way, and then now I am just coming along here and doing the gutter. I promise you guys, I'm not. This isn't dangerous. I'm gonna get comments. What are you doing? You're gonna fall off the roof. I promise you that's not the case. Safety first. Let's see. Well, sorta. But this is good. See right here? Just come along right here. Yep. This is why I like these commercial lights, by the way. Just having that foot spacing just makes the installation that much quicker, because doing this with store-bought lights would take forever. Probably take quadruple the time. I'm good. Alright, now time to move the lift. Boy, I can already see the comments, so I want to go ahead and address them. Everyone's going to be like, why are you using a lift for that? That's cheating. You could do that with a ladder. Well, this is one of those situations where I only captured a safe use of the lift on camera. And by safe, I don't mean dangerous, but I mean lower to the ground. That's what I filmed on because I wanted to put all the mental fortitude toward the second story there. But in situations like this, having a lift was definitely useful, as it allowed us to get the job done with a better peace of mind and a much faster workflow than if we used ladders or pitch hoppers, which I still like, but the lift was faster and cleaner. Okay, here's another one all done here. This one had to be about 250 feet, but it was a hectic 250 feet, having to deal with multiple peaks, gutters, multiple stories going up and down, elaborate dormers over certain windows. I would say this one turned out pretty good. Yeah, that's our basic white. And that looks pretty good for this house. Pretty good. Pretty good. Looking good. Okay, we're at job number 18 now. I don't remember which one. Anyway, I wanted to show you something cool. So I'm doing another 2-story house. Lift is right there. So what I do when I do these like front only like displays, or really any, is I work from one end to the other. And one thing that's helping me on an area like this where I don't need to necessarily move the lift around is this little guy right here, the pitch hopper. I got this last year off of an ad I saw on Instagram, and I gotta say, if you're a roofer or you're doing Christmas lights, have at least 2 of these per technician. Seriously, I only have 1, but if I had 2, my operation would be much more seamless. Let me show you how I use it. What I'm gonna do is I'm gonna line up my lights here. I'm gonna bring it down a little bit because I don't need it up that high. And then I can easily just get right on it, and it sticks to the shingles. I can finish my run. If any of you own these, comment below. Let me know what you think about them. But yeah, I've had it for a year now. Used it last year. Put a lot of trust in it this year, and it hasn't let me down. So, pitch hopper, love it. Finish this one. I don't know how well you'll be able to see it, but I'll take it. Flat yard, and all I had to do was move the lift 2 times. So yeah, that's looking pretty good. This one is front only, so we did the front, no sides. If we would have done the sides, we would have been here all day. That would definitely be a 2-person job at that point, but yeah, for just the front, doesn't look too bad. There's lights up there too, you probably can't see them, but yeah, these are the C9s. They look really good, and there we go. So here's another situation where a lift is really helpful here. You see this little peak up here. Last year I tried to do it with a ladder. It doesn't seem like a big deal, but the issue for sure is that window. If you're not careful with a really tall, heavy ladder, you can actually break it. So having a lift for this, even though I have to move it a couple times, as you saw in the video there, to get it right, the amount of times you move it will be much less, but it's just a safety factor in that you won't break anything. The ground here, another thing I really like about this install is how simple it is and how we can make the roof and the ground complement each other with different colors. For instance, we got green and red up top, and on the bottom, to make it pop a little bit more with the wreath we have up there that's warm white, we got warm white outlining the walkways. And then in this particular neighborhood, the HOA actually makes it mandatory that every tree is wrapped in red, so we went ahead and did that here with this little tree that the clients got. We wrapped every single branch just to give it that super Christmassy look, and I think it turned out pretty good. Again, I don't know about you, but I really like the simplicity of this one. I really think it pops. Check it out. So there you go, guys, little inside scoop of the life of a Christmas light installer utilizing a man lift for all of his 2-story installs. I'd say it worked pretty well, got into a lot of tight spaces, and gave us a better peace of mind when we were in those higher, harder to reach areas with a ladder. If you guys enjoyed this video, please like, comment, subscribe, leave a thumbs up down there. We appreciate all that feedback. Would love to have a discussion with you in the comments about what you guys are doing out there as far as installs go as we lead up to Christmas. Leave all that down below. With that, I'm Jake the Lawn Kid. Thank you for watching. Merry Christmas, guys. I'll see you in the next video.